What's up everyone, Ian here. We have our kettlebell specialist, Brittany. We're gonna go over a couple of things and she's gonna really take us through some of the things that she knows way better than me. The first thing that we're gonna be talking about is going to be the difference between the two styles. I'm just gonna kind of turn it over to Brittany and let her talk about that.
So most people know there's two styles of kettlebell training that are the most prominent, hard style and sports style. So hard style is focused more on strength, speed, and power. It's typically what you would see in most fitness classes versus the sports style of kettlebell training, which is based on being as efficient as possible so that you can lift for longer and do more repetitions. It's also the style of lifting that's used in kettlebell competitions, which consist of 10-minute sets, doing as many reps as you can. So there's a base difference there between the two in the form of the swing action with the legs, hard style being more of a hinge-based swing, and sport style being more of a pendulum-based swing.
Awesome. Let's have you do a couple of reps. Why don't you face me, and let's have you do a couple of reps of, why don't you start off with hard style.
Okay.
So like she said, one of the things that you'll see, especially with the feet, they stay nice and grounded and locked in. Very simple hinge right into that powerful drive through with the hips. In terms of keeping that arm and staying nice and fluid, it's definitely something that we suggest to do. Really great way to kind of synchronize the whole entire body. It can actually be really tough to get that down at first, so if you get a little frustrated with that, don't worry about that. Just try to get back into it. And then let's have you actually go into that next one, so doing the other style. Okay, maybe one more and then let's put it down. Okay, so what are some of the differences that we're looking for when you're coaching that?
So with a sport swing, we're looking at the natural way that the kettlebell moves. So the kettlebell, if you were to just swing it on a string or a rope or something, in this case being my arm, the natural shape the kettlebell is going to take is that pendulum. So all we're trying to do with our pendulum swing was we're trying to mimic the action of that pendulum with our legs. So you're gonna notice that there's a bit more of a squatting action in the swing. It's gonna go squat, straighten, squat, stand up. So we're just trying to mimic that pendulum so that we can kind of spread the load throughout the body and it's not so concentrated on the hamstrings and the glutes. It's also gonna preserve grip. The arm is a little bit more relaxed so we can last longer with the kettlebell.
Yeah, so definitely feeling it more in your quads would be something that you would say with that style?
It's gonna be, yeah, it's gonna be a little bit more in your quads and then just less effort to move the kettlebell than it would be with a hard style swing because we're not trying to work the body as hard each rep. We're trying to work as little as possible each rep so we can do more repetitions.
Awesome, that makes perfect sense.